accordance with state law, we're required to notify you 72 hours prior to petitioning for an injunction. You or your attorney have a brief window to address this matter with my office directly or provide a final statement for the record in your defense. I can be reached at area code 305-574-9581. Failure to respond will result in the pursuit of this matter to the fullest extent of the law in your county, seeking restitution and punitive damage. You have been legally notified. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. It does look like there is a case that was just forwarded to the attorneys here for mediation. It's not letting me into the info. Let me see if I can get it unlocked. Just give me one moment here. Okay, well, I do apologize for the wait. Was able to access the account here. It's an outstanding cash advance loan. Looks like you're being sued by American Web Loan.
Okay, what's the amount?
Well, you only owe $638.18. However, with the fees and the penalties and interest that they've attached, there's a prejudgment balance right now of $1,188.16. Because the penalties and interest are almost more than the initial principal, under the Pandemic Protection Program, because your account is in small claims court, they are offering 50% settlement. So if you're in a position where you want to resolve this matter on a voluntary basis, I can probably get them to approve just closing it out for the initial amount that you owed of $638.
So is that half the price? Is that what the initial was?
Yeah, that would be pretty much half the balance with all the fees they have attached because it's been delinquent since 2016. So there were a lot of fees attached. It's $1,188. I can probably get them to close it out under the Protection Program settlements for $638 or around that area.
Okay, you said this was in 2016?
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. Let me see if they let me into some more information. This is a cash advance payday loan with a company called American Web Loan. I guess they have a signed statement. Let's see here. I believe it's showing here that it was deposited into a Regions Bank account.
Okay.
Under this name and social ending in 9489. And according to the affidavit, I mean, it did go through 3 different collection agencies before the attorneys here were retained. They're claiming they made every attempt to touch bases with you by way of email, mail, and phone with no response. Subsequently, it was forwarded to us for mediation.
What state do you currently have me living in?
Well, the address that I see on file now is in Maryland. However, I also see that correspondences went out. Looks like there was a failure to appear in New York, in Liverpool, New York.
Okay. Where in Maryland? Because I've had 3 residents, and well, actually since 2016, I've had 2 residents. Which address do you have on record?
Well, I have on file here. Let's see here. I see another address, a P.O. Box in Liverpool. Let me see if there's any more addresses that they have on file for you here. I see another address here. No, that's it on the addresses. That's an email address. But there's also showing that emails went out to, looks like an email address of gmail.com and another one that looks like it says at AOL.com. So according to this, they made, quite a few attempts in the last 5 years to touch bases with you by way of email, mail, and phone, according to them, with no response.
Okay. Well, I don't have something to give you now, but, I would definitely like to gather as much information as I could. Now, would making payment directly to you cause a cease and desist, or is there any other way that I can contact them directly?
Well, it is an automated system, so, I would obviously have to get you over to the Processing Clerks Division, but once you place payment information on file, that actually generates the court release number and a stop order, and either gives you time or allows you the ability to just go ahead and get it resolved. Like I said, if you're not in a position to do settlement, that I know I can pretty much get that approved for you, the 638. If you're not in a position to do that, under the protection program, they do have hardship arrangements where they will break down the full balance over between 6 months and a year. However, it will be obviously paying towards the full balance. And it's showing that initially you only owe $501.88 before the fees.
Okay, and you said this is something that I did in 2016. What can you tell me what state, what location where I had taken this loan from?
Well, American Web Loan is the cash advance company.
Yes.
Like I said, the address that we have on file is a Maryland address, so I'm not quite sure where you were at that particular time. I see 2 other addresses on here too. So, I mean, I'm figuring wherever you were January 15th of 2016 when it went delinquent is where it would be. What I can do, though, is I can get you out a verification email. It'll have our information, the client's information, and what they're asking for as restitution. And you can review your records on this, and if this is something that you want to resolve outside of court, like I said, they are willing to extend to you a couple options that would justify an immediate stop order. Is that email address of gmail.com the best one to send it to?
Most likely not. Okay, I'll give you the email of
Okay.
hotmail.com.
Okay. I'll get that out to you. And like I said, I would just suggest reviewing your records, reviewing your finances, and then, if this is something you want to resolve, give me a call back, and I'll extend whatever courtesy I can as long as, we have it here.
Okay, yeah, I have to investigate this at what time, if I've made payments, because I usually keep all my information, and see if I was actually making payments to the wrong area. So, whew.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
No problem. Look forward to hearing back from you.
Yep. Bye.